name is Heather Mazurkiewicz, and I am the Public Education and Information Officer for the North Collier Fire District. I was born in Fort Lauderdale. I grew up on the East Coast and I moved to the West Coast in 1999. I went to high school at St. Thomas Aquinas, and I'm currently enrolled at Columbia Southern University trying to obtain my bachelor's degree. I started to work at the North Collier Fire District in 2017. I came to the fire profession in kind of an unusual way. I won a ride-along with the Cape Coral Fire Department back in 2014 at a Chamber of Commerce event. The day I did my ride-along with the fire department was December 11th of 2013. And the reason I remember that day is because it completely changed my life. I was supposed to stay with the fire department for 6 hours, and I ended up staying at the station for almost 13. I left the station that night at midnight, and I knew that somehow, some way, I was going to be a part of the fire profession. At that time, I was the CEO of the Building Industry Association for Lee, Hendry, and Glades County. And I loved my job. I worked with contractors. I did some lobbying on behalf of the Building Industry Association. In a million years would have thought that I would become part of the fire profession. And in April of 2014, the desire was too strong, and I ended up going in front of my board of directors, submitting my resignation, and then signing up for the Fire Academy in June of 2014. At the time, when I went through the academy right here at North Collier Fire in conjunction with FSW, the age difference between myself and the other students that were in the academy was so much that I literally could have given birth to everybody else that was in my class with me. It was about, I think the next closest age to me was 18 years younger than I was. I'm very proud to say that I was the first female class leader here in the history at that time of the Fire Academy. Once I graduated from the Fire Academy, I decided that I would volunteer at a local department while I was trying to go after getting my EMT or Emergency Medical Technician's license. At the time, I was working as a consultant with a home-based business that we had, so I had a lot of dealings with the community and also was politically involved. I love working with politics. It's been a passion of mine for several years. I met he is now our Chief Ricardo up in Tallahassee while we were discussing fire sprinkler ordinances and whether they should be mandated or not. When I did my ride-along and through conversations with firefighters after my ride-along and then through the academy, I came to find out that at that time the state of Florida was one of the states that didn't have cancer coverage for firefighters. So I decided that I was 45 years old. It was unlikely that I was going to have a career that would put me on a fire truck. But I felt that one way that I could easily give back to the fire profession that I had fallen in love with was trying to advocate on their behalf to get cancer coverage for Florida firefighters. So I was fortunate enough, I volunteered for the Firefighter Cancer Support Network. We are a national organization that assists firefighters and their families when they've been diagnosed with certain types of cancer. And we also do education. So I was able to travel the state of Florida and spend up to 3 days with fire departments, talking to them about cancer in the fire service, talking to firefighters about things that they could do to significantly reduce their risks of being diagnosed. And I also started an organization called the Florida Cancer Presumption Coalition. This coalition, its sole purpose was to gather entities from across the state of Florida to come together for one purpose. And that purpose was to make sure that Florida became one of the states that covered the occupational disease cancer for firefighters. In 2019, after advocating for over a decade, not just myself, but many other firefighters that came before me. And in 2019, we were successful in obtaining cancer coverage for all Florida firefighters. I've been fortunate enough to be a part of the private sector for the majority of my adult life, and then coming into the fire profession, I can honestly say that outside of being a mom, that moment, knowing that all the work that not just myself but many other people put together and were able to get the Florida legislature to pass cancer coverage for firefighters was probably one of the most proud moments that I've ever had in any profession I've been a part of. I was fortunate enough to be able to come to work here at the North Collier Fire District in 2017. I think I have the best job in the world because I get to represent the highly skilled and professional men and women here at the North Collier Fire District. I oversee everything from our CERT program, which is Citizens or Community Emergency Response Teams, our community CPR program. I deal with the media, either on scene or if we do press conferences for a variety of issues, as safety issues. We also do a lot of education with the schools. So I get to oversee the public education component and get to work with kids. It's been a great experience. We have an amazing public education and information team here at North Collier. We have been able to establish a wonderful program of animated characters called Frank and Tank that have their own YouTube channel, so be sure to check them out. And they have safety videos for kids. The Frank and Tank kind of took on a life of its own when we were able to adopt the real Tank. So not only am I PIO and public education officer, but I am the handler for our fire dog, Tank. The job that I have and the rest of the public education team has is to talk to the public. We're kind of the liaison between the public and the firefighters here. Everything that we do as the public education team is so that the highly skilled firefighters here at North Collier can focus on keeping the community safe. I kick off the covers every single day to come to work here. I can't imagine working anywhere else than here at the North Collier Fire District and representing the highly skilled professionals that we have here. It is truly an honor to be a part of this team.